Hi everyone and welcome back to our Cqoc-Csoc channel. Today we're going to talk about how to produce receipts on your DDR2. So let's get started. So on your DDR2, you'll go on tax receipts. And this is the interface that you will see. You have two ways to produce receipts, either by printing on paper or by sending by email. If we start by printing, you can purchase our pre-punched and pre-numbered donation receipt form that comes in 4 copies by contacting us at the office. See the link to our website in the description below. So in this window, if you hover the printer settings, this little popover explains the printer settings depending on your browser. So if you just hover this one, and this one, and this one, there's a warning there that says use only one of the following browser to generate your receipts. Avoid using Edge or Firefox. If you do use one of those, just know that maybe the information won't arrive at the right place on the paper. So I suggest you to print on the blank paper at first, just to make a test. So by selecting one donor, select one donor only, just to make sure that everything arrives properly on the official paper. Only when the test is conclusive, then you can print all of your donors on the receipt paper. Once you printed your receipts, you have the printing report here, where once it's done, you will see the information concerning the receipts that were printed. You can export the printing report on an Excel file. To see the printing reports, you can select the dates or leave it like that, or you can also enter the number of the donor and filter. You also have the printing report by date. In here, it's only to have an overview of the different amount by dates. It even gives you the time. Let's go back on for printing. So you register the date. In here, I'll select January 2023, like that. For the exercise, we will select all donors, and you can either sort it by name or by number. You can select as you prefer, depending on how you file and organize your archives and on what you want to do with it. For the exercise, we will sort it by number. So we generate. So this is what it looks like. I'll show you the whole receipt. So that's legal format paper. You have 4 sections. It's all indicated which part it is. So that part is for the donor. This one is for the provincial government. You have the federal, and then you have for your organization. As you can see, you have all these information you've entered previously. So you have the name of the church or organization or ministry. Then you have the address. You have the amount and the year. Of course, the signature of the authorized administrator. Here you have the name of the person in charge. And then you have your register number. You also have the date that the receipt was produced here. And then you have everything about the donor. So you have the number, their name, address. So these are all the information that is needed at the governments in order to be legal. Don't forget that you have to keep your part for 7 years, according to the government's requests. You will see that there's a square at the top right corner. That's for the number of the receipts. When you buy the pre-punched and pre-numbered paper that we provide, the number will arrive in that box here. So make sure to take the time to review all the information and make sure everything is there. If you ever find a mistake, you can just go back on the DDR2 and make the correction. For example, if the address is missing or incomplete, because it is important that there is the complete address of each donor. You can just go on the donor file and complete it, then go back on the tax receipt and print. So let's print. So if we click on print, here I am using Google Chrome. So if you're not sure, you can just go back on your DDR2, hover in front of printer settings. So you see that you have to select legal size paper and then fit to page 100. sorry, it's in French, but there's the part where I select legal. On your computer, you'll see fit to page. For my computer, it's in French, so sorry about that. But I'll just adjust to the printing zone. Of course, we want to uncheck this box. You don't want it to be recto verso. And then you can just print. Like I said, just make sure to make a test before printing all of your receipts. Because if you did not make a test and it doesn't align with the little square and the pre-punched, you'll have to do it again. Thereafter, you can produce reports on Excel, like I said earlier. It may take a few seconds for the printing report to appear, but if you go on printing report by date, then it shows. It shows the time, the date, how many donors there were on the receipts, and the total gifts amount. If we go by email now, you will find that it's a bit similar. You have to enter the date and select the donors, but you have this section there, and you can also write a little message if you want. You can say a little thank you for your gifts. So here you can write a little message either to thank them, or you can just say, here's your tax receipt for the year of 2023. It's up to you. So you selected the date, same here, and we'll select all and generate receipts and send by email. So we generate. Here you go. So you see there's a message there that says the receipts are being sent by email. View the statistic. You can either click in there or you can just go here on the emailing reports. So as you can see, these are all the receipts that were sent today. You see the dates and the number of donors, their name, email, and the status. So in the status, you should see either delivered, that's a good sign, bounced, that's my message because the email that I wrote doesn't exist, and email is empty or not valid. Usually you would also see the number of receipts. Since it bounced, the software didn't generate any number, but usually it will produce a number starting with an E before. That's for email. You can also export these information on Excel file. So this is what you'll see, so that you can keep track of the receipts that were sent every year in your archives. So that's it. That's how you produce receipts. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, don't forget to subscribe and click the like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!